The question has haunted humanity for centuries: are we truly alone in the universe? When we look up at the night sky, we see only a fraction of what's out there. Within the reach of the Hubble Space Telescope alone, scientists estimate there are at least 100 billion galaxies, each containing billions of stars and countless planets. The sheer scale makes the idea of Earth being the only world with life seem almost impossible. To believe that out of all those galaxies, only our tiny planet carries intelligence feels less like science and more like arrogance. But what if the first signal we detect from an alien civilization isn't even meant for us? What if we simply stumble across a conversation between two advanced species, like eavesdropping on a phone call that was never directed at Earth? Physicist Michio Kaku has gone on record with a bold claim. He predicts that humanity will make confirmed contact with an alien civilization before this century ends. Not in some faraway age, but possibly within your lifetime. With the rise of AI, powerful telescopes, and thousands of new planets discovered, the search for other minds is no longer fantasy. It's becoming one of the most pressing scientific frontiers of our time. 100 billion galaxies in sight. When the Hubble Space Telescope pointed its mirrors deep into the darkness, what it revealed stunned the world. In a patch of sky no larger than a grain of sand held at arm's length, astronomers found thousands of galaxies. From that image, scientists calculated that the observable universe contains at least 100 billion galaxies, and possibly far more. Each galaxy holds billions of stars, and around many of those stars are planets, some rocky, some with atmospheres, some in the so-called habitable zone, where liquid water could exist. The numbers are staggering. Even if only a tiny fraction of those planets harbor life, the odds favor a universe teeming with possibilities. Yet, despite this overwhelming scale, Earth remains silent. No flying saucers, no cosmic greetings, only faint whispers of radiation from the stars. That silence, often called the Great Filter or the Fermi Paradox, forces us to ask, if life is common, where is everyone? Could it be that civilizations rise and fall before they can reach across the stars? Or is it possible that signals are out there, hidden in the static, waiting for us to finally notice? Each new telescope, each AI algorithm scanning the skies, brings us closer to an answer. Somewhere in those billions of galaxies, the first true sign of alien intelligence may already be shining toward us. The first alien signal might not be for us. When people imagine first contact, they often picture a clear message sent directly to Earth, a greeting aimed at humanity. But what if the first alien signal we detect wasn't meant for us at all? Imagine overhearing a conversation between two distant civilizations, their voices crossing the galaxy, while we just happen to be in the right place at the right time to catch the echo. This possibility changes everything. The signal might not be a welcome, but a routine exchange, a beacon, or even a warning meant for someone else entirely. Physicist Michio Kaku has raised this exact scenario, noting that contact could come not from aliens seeking us, but from us stumbling across their communication networks. After all, Earth itself has been leaking signals into space for over a century. Old radio broadcasts, satellite transmissions, radar bursts, all drifting into the cosmos without our control. If we do this unintentionally, why wouldn't others? The universe could already be buzzing with traffic, invisible until we tune into the right frequency. And the most intriguing part, with AI now flagging signals too complex for humans to decode, it's possible we've already intercepted such a transmission without realizing it. The cosmic phone might already be ringing. The only question is, were we ever meant to hear it? Michio Kaku's bold prediction. Renowned physicist Michio Kaku has never shied away from making daring forecasts about humanity's future in the cosmos. One of his boldest predictions is that humans will detect evidence of an alien civilization before the year 2100. Not in some far-off science fiction future, but within this very century, possibly within your lifetime. Kaku doesn't mean spaceships landing on the White House lawn. Instead, he argues that our rapidly advancing technology will soon allow us to detect alien communications, most likely radio or energy signals, leaking unintentionally from other civilizations. His reasoning is simple: every year, our detection tools grow exponentially stronger. The James Webb Space Telescope is already peering into exoplanet atmospheres, searching for chemical fingerprints of life. Meanwhile, projects like Breakthrough Listen are scanning billions of radio channels across millions of stars. Add to that the explosion of AI, capable of analyzing petabytes of cosmic data, and suddenly the odds tilt in our favor. Just as we unknowingly broadcast Earth's presence into the galaxy through radio and satellite signals, so too might other civilizations be leaking information into space. According to Kaku, it's not a matter of if we'll hear something. It's only a matter of when. And when that day comes, everything we know about our place in the universe will change. AI is detecting signals we can't explain. In recent years, artificial intelligence has become one of the most powerful tools in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Unlike human researchers, AI can sift through decades of raw telescope recordings, scanning petabytes of data for patterns too subtle for us to see. At the SETI Institute, scientists fed old radio telescope archives into advanced algorithms and uncovered signals that had been overlooked for years. These weren't random blips of static. They were structured anomalies, patterns buried in the noise, waiting for technology advanced enough to reveal them. One discovery in particular shocked researchers. When AI reprocessed a 1973 recording from the Arecibo Observatory, long dismissed as background interference, it revealed a sequence of repeating prime numbers, 235713. This was no accident. Prime numbers don't occur naturally in space. They are the universal language of mathematics, a signature of intelligence. The idea that such a signal had been hiding in plain sight for half a century was staggering. Even more unsettling, newer AI systems have flagged signals that seem to actively resist analysis, shifting patterns as if encrypted. Could this be evidence of civilizations communicating at a level beyond human understanding? If so, the first alien message may already be here. We just haven't fully learned how to read it. The buried signal theory. In 2023, researchers at the SETI Institute made a discovery that changed how we think about alien communication. Instead of pointing telescopes at the stars in search of something new, they looked backward, reprocessing decades-old recordings with advanced AI. What they found was stunning signals buried in data that human researchers had dismissed as noise. These weren't fresh transmissions, they were hidden messages sitting unnoticed in archives for years, waiting for technology powerful enough to uncover them. Among the flagged anomalies, one stood out, a 1973 recording from the Arecibo Observatory. At the time, it was logged as interference, but AI revealed a pattern, pulses forming a sequence of prime numbers. Numbers like 235713. Prime numbers don't appear naturally in cosmic noise, they are deliberate, a mathematical beacon meant to transcend language or biology. For scientists, it raised an extraordinary possibility. Had humanity already received its first alien message nearly 50 years ago without realizing it? If so, it means contact didn't happen in the future. It already happened in the past, and we missed it. The buried signal theory suggests our greatest discovery may not lie in tomorrow's sky, but in yesterday's forgotten data. Arecibo's forgotten 1973 recording. The Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico was once the crown jewel of radio astronomy, its giant dish scanning the heavens for faint whispers from the stars. In 1973, during a routine observation, its instruments picked up a strange burst of static. At the time, researchers dismissed it as background interference, just another false alarm in a sea of cosmic noise. The file was archived, forgotten, and left to gather dust for decades. But in 2023, when scientists reprocessed the recording with modern AI, the truth emerged. Hidden inside the static was a clear pattern, a repeating sequence of prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13. This revelation shocked the scientific community. Prime numbers don't form naturally in space. They are a mathematical fingerprint, a deliberate signal. Suddenly, what was once noise became something far more profound. Had humanity intercepted a genuine alien transmission 50 years ago without realizing it? And if so, why did it take us so long to recognize it? The discovery raised even deeper questions. If this message was real, where did it come from? And more unsettling, was it even meant for us, or were we accidental eavesdroppers on a conversation between civilizations far more advanced than our own? Prime numbers in the static. When scientists reanalyzed Arecibo's 1973 signal, what they uncovered was more than just a coincidence. Buried within the static was a sequence of prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, echoing like a hidden code. To the untrained ear, it may have sounded like random pulses, but AI revealed a pattern too precise to be natural. In the language of the cosmos, prime numbers are special. They don't emerge randomly in nature. They are mathematical markers, a universal constant that any intelligent species would recognize. For that reason, they are often imagined as the most likely handshake in a first contact scenario, a way of saying, this is not noise, this is intelligence. The implications were staggering. If prime numbers were deliberately encoded in that faint burst, it meant we may have already intercepted proof of an advanced civilization. And the most haunting detail, the signal had been sitting undetected in our archives for 5 decades. If it originated 50 light-years away, the transmission itself would have been sent around 1923, when humanity was just discovering radio. Could it be that while we were learning to speak with wireless signals, someone out there was already reaching across the void? And if so, what else have we missed, hidden inside the static? A message hidden for 50 years, for half a century, the 1973 Arecibo recording sat in archives, dismissed as meaningless static. Generations of scientists passed it over, never realizing what was hidden inside. Only with the power of modern AI did its true nature come to light. A deliberate mathematical pattern of prime numbers. That meant the signal wasn't random at all. It was intentional. And it had been waiting for us to catch up. The thought is staggering. Humanity may have received its first alien message long ago, but we lacked the tools to recognize it. If the transmission came from a star system 50 light-years away, the message itself would have been sent in 1923, when Earth was just discovering radio. That means while we were taking our first steps into broadcasting, someone else might have been sending greetings across the stars. The chilling part, it sat ignored for decades, as if the universe had handed us the answer to our greatest question, are we alone? And we filed it away as background noise. This discovery forces us to reconsider how many more signals may be buried in old data, overlooked by human eyes but waiting for AI to uncover. Perhaps the first real contact didn't happen in the future at all. Perhaps it already happened, and we almost missed it. What if we were never the intended audience? The 1973 Arecibo signal raises an unsettling question. What if it wasn't meant for us? Imagine listening in on a conversation that was never directed at Earth. 2 civilizations communicating across the stars while we accidentally intercepted their message. To them, it could have been routine chatter, a beacon, or even a warning. To us, it becomes the most important discovery in human history. This possibility forces us to rethink how contact might truly happen. Maybe aliens aren't deliberately reaching out. Maybe we are simply eavesdroppers in a vast, cosmic network. Earth itself has been leaking radio signals for over a century. TV broadcasts, radar pulses, satellite transmissions, all racing outward at the speed of light. Any civilization within 100 light-years could already know we exist, even if we never spoke to them directly. If we unknowingly broadcast, why wouldn't they? the universe could already be filled with unintentional signals, like cosmic pocket dials, waiting for someone to pick up. The Arecibo primes may not have been a hello, but evidence of background communication between others. If true, it means the universe is alive with voices, and we just happened to stumble on one of their calls. The question is, how many more are we missing? AI and the rise of machine signal hunting. For decades, the search for alien signals relied on human eyes and ears. Astronomers scanning data, listening for blips, hoping to catch something unusual. But the cosmos is too vast and the data too overwhelming. That's where artificial intelligence has changed everything. AI can process petabytes of radio recordings, searching millions of frequencies at once, spotting faint patterns no human could ever detect. At the SETI Institute, researchers now use advanced machine learning models, similar to the ones behind language AIs, to sift through old archives and live telescope streams. The results have been astonishing. AI has already flagged dozens of anomalies missed by human researchers. Some were dismissed as interference, but others remain unexplained. A few even seem to shift as they are analyzed, almost like they are encrypting themselves against decoding. This raises thrilling and frightening questions. Could these be signals designed to resist detection? Or worse, messages carrying complexities so advanced they function like cosmic firewalls, beyond human comprehension? For the first time, machines may be the true pioneers of first contact, detecting whispers in the static that we cannot yet understand. The unsettling reality is clear. The first alien message humanity receives may not be decoded by us at all, but by AI. The encrypted alien signal mystery. In early 2024, one of SETI's AI-driven systems flagged a signal unlike anything in its database. At first it looked promising, structured, repeating, clearly not random noise. But then something bizarre happened. Each time the AI attempted to decode it, the signal changed. Its patterns shifted as if it were actively resisting analysis. Dr. Elena Vasquez at Berkeley described it plainly. The signal contains embedded algorithms that transform when analyzed. In other words, it was behaving like encryption, mathematical code meant to stay hidden. The idea is both fascinating and terrifying. What if an alien civilization has built self-protecting signals locked behind quantum-level security, impossible for us to crack? Some researchers have joked it was too advanced for human decryption, but others wondered if there was something darker at play. Could an alien transmission carry harmful code, the equivalent of cosmic malware, capable of infiltrating our systems once fully unlocked? Modern AI is designed with safety filters. What if those filters are the only reason the message remains sealed? The encrypted signal mystery forces us to confront a chilling thought. The first true alien contact might not be a friendly greeting, but a locked file, one our machines may one day decide is too dangerous for us to open. Could information itself be a weapon? The discovery of signals that resist decoding has led scientists to consider a frightening possibility. What if the danger isn't in alien ships or weapons, but in the information itself? On Earth, we already know that data can be weaponized. Malware, viruses, and cyber attacks prove that code alone can cripple entire nations. Now imagine that idea on a cosmic scale. An advanced civilization might use signals encoded with self-modifying algorithms, transmissions so complex they could act like viruses once fully decoded. Instead of delivering knowledge, the message could deliver collapse. Some researchers suggest this is why SETI's AI systems hesitate. Built with safety protocols, they may recognize patterns that resemble hostile code and stop us from seeing the full message. Could it be that the universe is filled with signals, but the ones advanced enough to reach us are too dangerous to open? It's a sobering thought. Michio Kaku and others have long warned that contact may not be what we expect. A simple transmission could alter our technology, our culture, even our biology, if it contained information we weren't ready to process. Perhaps the first alien message won't be a friendly greeting at all, but a test, a puzzle, or even a trap disguised as knowledge. The temporal contact problem: even if we receive an alien signal, another challenge may stop us from understanding time itself. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time doesn't flow uniformly across the universe. Near massive objects like black holes, time slows dramatically compared to regions of open space. That means a civilization evolving in a strong gravitational field might experience time completely differently than we do. Seconds for them could stretch into centuries for us. So when they send a message, it may not arrive in sync with our timeline at all. Physicist Michio Kaku and others have warned that this temporal mismatch could make communication nearly impossible. Imagine asking a question and waiting 500 years for a reply. Now imagine receiving a reply today for a question humanity won't even ask until the 26th century. Some of the strange or incomplete signals flagged by AI might not be gibberish at all, but perfectly logical responses sent out of sync. This is the heart of the temporal contact problem. The universe may already be speaking to us, but our clocks aren't aligned. Advanced civilizations may even exploit this, deliberately timing signals to arrive at critical points in our development, like cosmic messages in bottles set adrift for future generations. Messages sent across centuries. Imagine this somewhere near a massive black hole. A civilization sends out a simple greeting. For them, only minutes pass after the transmission. But by the time it reaches Earth, hundreds of years have gone by. To us, that hello arrives centuries late, disconnected from its original context. This is the unsettling reality of interstellar communication. Signals may travel vast distances, but they also travel across different timelines. Some of the anomalies flagged by SATI's AI might be answers to questions humanity hasn't even asked yet. We could be receiving responses from the future of our own communication attempts. Michio Kaku has pointed out this paradox directly. Our first confirmed alien contact could already have happened, just not in sync with human history. What we see as fragments or incomplete signals might, in fact, be perfectly coherent replies, simply arriving long before or long after they were useful. This means the universe could be full of conversations happening out of order, like trying to talk on a phone with a 500-year delay. The possibility is both thrilling and frustrating. We may already be part of a cosmic dialogue, but one where the messages are staggered across centuries, arriving like postcards from the wrong era. Why Kaku believes contact happens this century. Michio Kaku is confident humanity will make contact with an alien civilization before the year 2100. But why is he so sure? His prediction isn't based on wishful thinking. It's grounded in the explosive growth of our detection technology. In just the past decade, astronomers have confirmed over 5,000 exoplanets, many sitting in their stars' habitable zones where liquid water could exist. The James Webb Space Telescope now scans exoplanet atmospheres, searching for chemical fingerprints of life. Meanwhile, massive listening projects like Breakthrough Listen monitor billions of radio channels across millions of stars. Every year, the net we cast into the cosmos grows wider and more sensitive. Kaku argues that advanced civilizations, much like us, unintentionally leak signals into space. TV broadcasts, satellite transmissions, radar bursts. Earth has been doing this for more than a century, and any world within 100 light-years could already detect us. If we do it, so do others. This means detection is a matter of probability, not luck. With AI now analyzing petabytes of data and telescopes mapping thousands of targets, the chances of intercepting a true alien transmission are higher than ever before. For Kaku, the question is no longer if, it's when, and he believes the answer lies within this century. Alien civilizations leak signals too. When we think of alien contact, we often imagine a deliberate greeting sent across the stars. But Michio Kaku and other scientists remind us that civilizations, like ours, can't help but leak signals. For over a century, Earth has been broadcasting unintentionally. TV shows, radio transmissions, radar pulses, satellite signals, all spilling into space at the speed of light. Our earliest broadcasts have already traveled more than 100 light-years, brushing past thousands of star systems. To anyone listening, Earth has been shouting its presence without meaning to. If we do this, it's logical to assume others do too. An advanced civilization, even one only slightly ahead of us, would fill its skies with technological noise. Communications, navigation signals, industrial emissions. We may not detect a deliberate hello, but rather a technological fingerprint, the background hum of a living world. SETI researchers are now focused on finding these leaks, narrowband transmissions, laser bursts, or even chemical traces in alien atmospheres that betray industry. The search isn't about eavesdropping on aliens who want to talk. It's about intercepting the side effects of civilization itself. Somewhere out there, another planet's version of old TV reruns or radar sweeps may already be drifting toward us, waiting to be heard. Searching for the wrong kind of messages. For more than half a century, humanity's search for alien contact has focused on radio waves. We scan the skies for narrowband transmissions because that's what we use. But some scientists warn this approach may be hopelessly narrow-minded. Radio technology on Earth is barely a century old. What if a civilization only a few hundred years ahead of us has already moved beyond it? To them, our search would look primitive, like a Stone Age tribe waiting for drum beats across the ocean while the rest of the world communicates with satellites. This is where the idea of technosignature evolution comes in. Advanced civilizations may use methods of communication we can't even imagine yet. Neutrino-based transmissions could allow instant communication through planets and stars, invisible unless you know how to detect them. Others might use gravitational waves, ripples in spacetime itself, as carriers of information. Some theories even suggest alien civilizations could hide messages inside the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang, broadcasting to the entire universe at once. To us, these signals may look like natural phenomena, easily overlooked. Harvard's Avi Loeb warns, "We may be surrounded by alien messages, but our instruments keep labeling them as nature." The unsettling truth is we may already be listening, just not in the right way. Technosignatures beyond radio waves. If radio isn't the universal language of the cosmos, then what should we be looking for? Scientists are now expanding the search to technosignatures, any detectable evidence of technology, no matter the form. One possibility is laser pulses, powerful, nanosecond bursts of light that could travel across interstellar distances without distortion. Another is waste heat. Just as human cities glow in infrared, advanced civilizations using enormous amounts of energy would produce thermal signatures visible from space. Astronomers are also examining the atmospheres of exoplanets with the James Webb Space Telescope, searching for chemical fingerprints like industrial pollutants or artificial compounds. Then there are the truly exotic possibilities. Civilizations far beyond us might construct Dyson swarms, vast networks of solar collectors around their stars, causing unnatural dimming patterns detectable by our telescopes. Others could encode messages in gravitational waves, ripples in spacetime itself. Some theorists even suggest civilizations might hide information in the cosmic microwave background, embedding messages into the very fabric of the universe. Each of these possibilities expands the horizon of the search, but also highlights our limitations. What we call noise might, in fact, be technology. To detect alien civilizations, we may need to abandon human assumptions and recognize that the universe itself could already be filled with signals hiding in plain sight. The Galactic Zoo Hypothesis. What if the reason we haven't heard from aliens isn't because they don't exist, but because they're deliberately ignoring us. This idea is known as the Galactic Zoo Hypothesis. It suggests that advanced civilizations may already know Earth is here, but they've chosen to place us in a kind of cosmic quarantine. Just as humans observe animals in nature reserves without interfering, aliens might be quietly watching our progress, waiting until humanity proves it's ready for contact. Astrobiologists argue this makes sense. Contact between advanced and primitive societies on Earth, like Europeans meeting indigenous civilizations, often ended in tragedy. To prevent such disasters on a galactic scale, superior beings may have ethical rules: do not interfere with developing species. They may be monitoring us through subtle means, from strange aerial phenomena to unexplained anomalies in space, much like hidden cameras observing wildlife. Some researchers even suggest that rare astronomical oddities, stars dimming mysteriously or unusual exoplanet atmospheres, could be artifacts of alien observation networks. If the hypothesis is true, then the silence we hear is not absence, it's restraint. We're the species inside the cage, still fighting wars, degrading our planet, and struggling with unity. The aliens may simply be waiting for us to pass the test before they say hello. Ghost signals from extinct civilizations. There's a darker possibility that chills even seasoned astronomers. The first alien signals we detect may not come from living civilizations at all, but from ones long dead. Radio waves travel at the speed of light, fast by human standards but painfully slow across cosmic distances. A transmission sent 1,000 light-years away would take 1,000 years to reach us. If that civilization destroyed itself the day after sending the message, their words would still arrive here tomorrow. Echoes from a world that no longer exists? SETI scientists call these ghost signals. Cosmic messages in bottles drifting through space long after their senders have turned to dust. Imagine finally decoding a transmission only to discover it's not a greeting, but a warning, a record of technologies that ended their creators. This ties directly into the Fermi paradox. Maybe civilizations often destroy themselves soon after developing radio or advanced weapons. If so, the signals we intercept could be funerals, not conversations. The thought is sobering. We might already be listening to the graveyard of the galaxy, learning from the failures of others. Every signal becomes a mystery. Is it a voice still alive, or the last whisper of a species that never survived its own progress? The countdown to contact has begun. Despite the risks, despite the unanswered questions, one truth is clear: we are closer than ever to detecting alien intelligence. Our telescopes scan deeper into the skies than at any point in history. The Allen Telescope Array listens across millions of channels, while China's fast dish monitors the heavens with unmatched sensitivity. In space, the James Webb Space Telescope is already probing the atmospheres of distant worlds, looking for chemical fingerprints of life. Soon, the upcoming LUVOIR telescope will be able to directly image Earth, like planets. At the same time, AI algorithms comb through mountains of archived data, flagging anomalies we once missed. The math is compelling. With thousands of confirmed exoplanets in our stellar neighborhood alone, the odds that we are the only intelligent life shrink every year. Michio Kaku's prediction that humanity will make contact before the year 2100 no longer feels like science fiction. It feels like a countdown already in motion. But the bigger question remains: are we ready? Contact will shake every foundation of human thought. Science, religion, philosophy, even identity. The cosmic phone may already be ringing. And when we finally pick it up, the answer will redefine our place in the universe forever. So, are we really on the verge of hearing that first whisper from the stars? The evidence is building, the technology is ready, and the countdown has already begun. Whether the signal comes tomorrow or decades from now, one thing is certain: it will change everything we know about ourselves and our place in the universe. If you want to be here the day that moment finally arrives, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it ensures you never miss the discoveries, the theories, and the hidden stories that shape our cosmic journey.